Hello my friends, we have such a fun video today. We are mass making some mini envelopes, and I just made two really quick to make sure the process works and everything is good. And it's going to be really fun. It's super simple. You do not need a lot of supplies to do it. Today I am using the cutest kit, our newest release. It is called Minty Lush, and it is an adorable kit. If you want this kit, I will have everything linked in the description of this video for you guys, and it is just adorable. So if these colors kind of spark your interest, make sure to check it out. You can also get the kit separately on Etsy if you don't want to become a subscriber to our monthly kit club. So let's get started. Yeah, so these are my little practice ones. We're gonna also be embellishing them today, and I'm gonna have some fun ideas for that. You can go super simple, or you can do a little bit fancier, or even fancier than this. And I have some fun projects in the future where I want to actually use these mini envelopes, so that will be in maybe the next video or a few videos from now. But I'm gonna set these to the side so we can focus on our what we need, our supplies. So I recommend having like a ruler of some sort and a pen or a pencil, as well as, of course, paper. I'm also using art glitter glue. I feel like it's really good to have some glue that's in a pointed bottle like this for precision. And of course, you can also use a glue stick. It does not matter, whatever you like. And I'm using 2 different size pieces of paper today, but you can use more than one size. So I have my 6x6 centimeter and my 5x5 centimeter squares. I'm just going to be doing 3 of each today. And you can do this with any size square piece of paper. I feel like the envelopes start to look weird the larger they get, so I don't know how big I would go. But since I want mini envelopes, this method is really fantastic and super quick. So we're going to be focusing on that. This is about 3 inches and this is about 2 inches also. It doesn't really matter. It does not need to be exact. Just try and get it to be a square and everything will be good. Anything else that I need to mention? Oh, I'm also going to be using some ink. I get asked this question all the time, like what color I'm using. It's called Vintage Photo by Ranger Ink. It's just my classic favorite, so I'm going to be using that. Put that maybe right here. I think that's it, guys. I think we can get started. This is going to be so much fun. I'll set kind of everything aside. I'm going to start with a little one because I haven't done one of those yet, and it's just a lot of fun. So you're going to flip it over. It can be white on the inside. I am just using regular weight copy paper. But our goal is just to find the center, and so one thing I like to do is I just like to mark it, like with a pen. Some people are good at just eyeballing it. For this specific scenario, I am not. So I like to line up my ruler and just mark it, and then you can find that little center point right there. Then what you're going to do is fold 2 sides in. When it's a small envelope, it does get a little bit tricky to like fold sometimes, but that's okay. Just because it's tiny, it's kind of difficult to work with. I wouldn't go smaller than 5x5 centimeters. This is fine. Okay, so you fold both your sides in. This is what it should look like. And then we're going to you can either fold or snip just the corner off, just barely. You want it to be a straight line. Mine's a little wonky there. Hopefully, sometimes it's hard to tell. This is why folding might be good. And then you're going to fold that up, and let me get really close so you guys can really see what's going on here. When you fold it down, you want this little top flap. You don't want it to go past these 2 top corners because then your envelope won't fold. So you fold it down like that, and you can round out your corner here. I rounded out this corner right there. It's rounded. It's hard to tell from that ink. Maybe you'll be able to tell on this one. It's rounded, but my corner rounder, I feel like it's just not working very good. I need a new one. I need to order the one my mom has. It's really fantastic. And then you're just going to fold it down. So you don't have to round your corner, but you can. Fold it down. And maybe this is cheating, but sometimes if these little corners are, these little edges here are like sticking out, sometimes I'll just trim them. I don't know, maybe that's against the rules. It doesn't really matter because they're so small that you're not even really gonna notice, but I definitely notice. And then to define your edges, to make it really look like an envelope so that you can see the creases and the folds pop, inking is so good for these, and they make a huge difference. So I like to just go through and gently ink everything. Because look at the difference that it makes. Now it looks like a real envelope. The last step is just to glue. You just want to be careful not to accidentally glue your envelope like shut or anything. So just make sure that when you fold it up, everything is like lining up and you're not gluing your envelope shut. I will admit, I rarely actually will put things in these mini envelopes. I just use them for like embellishing and stuff, and that works really great for me. Okay, so we just finished one. I'm gonna zoom back out a little bit. We just finished one, and here's the size difference of the finish. So this was the 6 by 6 centimeter, and this was the 5 by 5 centimeter. There's not too much size difference, but for some of my projects, I did want a little variation in size. This one was a little easier to fold just because it was a little bigger. This one was a little harder. So if you did like 4 by 4 centimeters, the envelope would be tiny and really difficult to fold, but so cute. Many things are just so cute. Okay, all right guys, and now we're just gonna do the exact same process. I'll walk you through it one more time, and then we're just gonna speed the video up and call it good. I do wanna share a happy little tip for you guys. If you wanna do 2 at a time, just layer them on each other. That way you don't have to mark your center more than once. So you just do 2 at a time. You won't glue anything. You'll separate them first and then glue it. I'm not very good at finding the center. I guess we don't need to layer them yet. We can find the center first. There we go. There's the center. Just like to do a little dot. And then when you fold, maybe I'm just lazy, but guys, to me this is just a way to save some time, and it's pretty simple. So put your dot there. You're gonna fold those 2 sides in. I just try and make sure that the top right here, these 2 folds are kind of lining up. That just helps a little bit. This time, let me show you the fold method. So you can fold this little tab up. Is that good? You can just fold that tab up instead of cutting it if you want. And I'm not gonna round out my corners this time. Then you just fold this piece up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Then you just really quickly unfold this, and all your fold lines are like ready to go, and it's just super simple. So now we have 2 that are already folded pretty quick. So kind of a fun little lazy life hack for you guys. Then we're just gonna ink and really define those pretty envelope borders, edges, I don't know what you want to call them. When you do fold this piece, instead of cutting it, I do like to just add a dot of glue so it doesn't move. Just a tiny bit. Then we can just, I guess I could also ink right here. I don't usually, just because, I don't know, I don't usually see it, but maybe that will look good too. Finally, just fold that top flap down. So cute. I love it. I love it. I'm so excited. I love mini envelopes. I've done them a few times throughout the years, and I do them a lot more off screen. I don't show you guys because I'm like, they're probably sick of mini envelopes. and there's really not much variation to them. I probably should come up with some more ideas or something, but I just have so much fun doing them. Something about just mini things. Oh guys, it's so cute, and this color, this mint blue color, adorable. So here's what we got so far. I'll just show you. We have 5 already. We've done 3 on this in this video. So excited to embellish these, but let's finish up these last 3. I'm just going to speed the video up because you guys probably know how to do it, so you're good to go. All right, let's do it. Okay guys, I just finished. Here are all of the ones that I will be embellishing today. I don't know, I might do some more later just because they're so fun and quick. But let's start embellishing them. I'm going to show you guys a few simple ideas. We're just going to kind of see what happens. You can go as intense as you want with these or as simple. There's like a very big spectrum of like what you can do. I'm going to probably do mostly simple because I don't know, they're just so little. I don't know if they need a whole ton, but it is up to you. So the first thing I want to show you is kind of like this method here, but we're going to add a little something extra as well. I'm just trying to decide which extra paper over here. I have a bunch of paper scraps. I think I'm going to go with this piece of paper for, well, I guess we can kind of hold it up and see. Yeah, we're going to do this little paper on this white envelope. So I'm going to just move this to the side for a second, and we're going to cut this paper. So you're going to line up a corner with your envelope. We're going to leave a border. Let me ink this so you guys can distinctly see kind of what I'm doing. That way you can see a little better. I'm leaving a little border, and then what I'm going to do, what I'm going to do is draw a line at the top of my envelope, just for reference, and then I can just snip the same, leave some room for that border. You see what I did there, I just left room, ink it up, and then you can just glue it right down to that envelope flap. This just adds more color, more dimension, mixes in some patterns. It's fun. There's that. And on this specific one, so that's exactly what I did on this one here. But on this one, I want to add a little something extra. I'm going to add the tiniest little belt looking thing. If I can cut straight, we'll see if I can. If not, uses it like a zippy cutter or a paper cutter of some sort. Oh, I might have made that too short. Oh, guys, what am I doing? Just kidding. Oh, that would be cute too. You know what, let's do it. I don't want to get out the zippy cutter at this exact moment. My paper's not straight, so guys, don't judge me. Sometimes I just take little shortcuts. I'm not perfect. Then we're gonna add some glue. And this is just to do a little dimension. We're just adding more paper. With these tiny envelopes, you do not need to do a lot. A little bit just goes such a long way. So cute. And of course, there's always like more we could keep on adding. I have, let me find it here, the tiniest little pieces that were included in this kit. I don't know if you guys can see how tiny it is. I know that these tiny pieces are tedious, guys, to cut out, but I love how they make your projects look. They just make them look so high quality and dainty and detailed. So I'm gonna just add that on. It's so tiny and it's just so cute. Look at that. So that's one really simple way to do it. Our next envelope. Okay, let's choose another fun one. How about this little guy here? This is one of my 5cm ones, so one of the smaller ones. And I have just some little charms. I have some flat charms. I have the cutest snail that I feel like would really go well with this collection. I don't know, it would work really well. So maybe we'll add that on. I wonder if that's it and we just add that or if we do anything else. I'm not sure, but I do know that he's gonna go on the flap. And this is gonna keep the flap closed just because of the weight of the charm. And guys, this is mostly decorative. You have to, like, this is not very realistic for using in other places. But I just added on charm. This is such a good way to use charms. And I know some of you guys are probably like me and are like, I'm not ever gonna use my charms because like you just hoard them. That's what I do, okay? I'm sorry if I called you out. If you hoard charms, this is your sign to use your charms because like we just live in a world where there's just, I don't know, why wait, you know? Just go for it and it's really fun and cute. And that is literally the simplest one I think we can do. You can also do this with like a fun piece of paper. It doesn't have to be a charm. Oh wait, I do. I was gonna say if I have a paper clip, I do have one. It's a little bent though. I think maybe I can bend it back into place. I don't know what happened. Anyways, this is we're gonna do another way real quick with a paper clip, another embellishing. But to keep your envelope closed, you can just do something like that. But we're gonna add a little something extra to it. I'm trying to decide what. I have a bunch of fun layering pieces I might try and use real quick. It's just the envelopes are so tiny, so it's hard to find the good pieces that you can use. I will say I love these little flag shape ephemera pieces. Tidbits, I guess, is kind of what we call them. Not really sure what they're actually called, but let's do something like that. Add it right in the middle there. You can also cut out your own pieces. They do not have to be from a kit. It's just helpful to have a kit that coordinates and matches to do some fun things with. So you can like leave it there, but I kind of want to add some more. And just to make sure that this doesn't get lost, I'm going to outline this like tip a little bit more just because the white is so stark against the background. Let's find something else. I'm thinking I gotta find my scrap here. I'm thinking, guys, believe it or not, where is it? We're gonna just try this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work and we won't do it. But I'm gonna use this tiny hole puncher to just get a tiny blue dot here. And what if we put it on this envelope? This is where tweezers would probably come in handy. Whoa, I'm trying to see how this looks here. Yeah, let's do it. Let's try it. Why not? I'm gonna attempt inking this. This is not required. But I'm going to attempt it just to add that extra outline for it. Okay guys, this is going to be interesting. Tiniest dot of glue. Oh, that's really cute. Guys, that's actually really cute. I love that. I'm gonna leave that one. We're still gonna add the paper clip. Just gonna add it right there, I think. So cute. It's just fun to start and see kind of what happens and what you can create. So I'm gonna do that with these next 3. We have 2 little ones and 1 big one left. We're just gonna see what happens. Okay guys, we're done. And I'm in love so much, actually. It's actually insane. I love doing these, they're so fun. Let me just show you a close-up of each one. I'll show you the large ones first. If you need any ideas, here are some. This one is so simple and I love it. I think it's very cute. Adding eyelets on these is a game changer. I'm just weird about my eyelets, so I try not to use too many. There's this one, very simple. Now the little ones, I made this little collage. So this one has a little bit more to it. You can always just add more on the back. Guys, this one, so cute. This charm is just precious. Look at it, made with love. Let's see, I think this is a big one. Is it? I don't know, I think so. So cute. Looking back on it, I could have just hole punched this little flag shape and just shown the blue behind it instead of gluing on a little dot. But we live and we learn. And then of course you could always just add a little charm. So there are some really fun ideas, guys. Let's get a close up. They're so cute. Just do this when you're done and it feels really good. If you guys want the kit I used, make sure to check out the subscription option. And I'll have that linked in the description. You can also buy it anytime throughout the year when you just go on our Etsy. It's totally up to you guys. I'm having so much fun with this. Oh, so cute. Alright, have a wonderful day. Check out the links. Check out, I don't know, whatever you want. Hope you guys have a lovely day, and we will see you in our next video. Goodbye.